Tuning in, you're listening to Radio Free Nashville 1071 FM, Media Bites, the Madison the Message Radio Hour. I'm Ron Placone, your host. I am joined by Dr. Kevin Mahoney and Sean Kitchen. They are involved with Raging Chicken Press, which is an independent media outlet based in PA, covering a lot of issues that pertain to the state, a lot of environmental issues, a lot of political issues. So what are some of the future projects for Raging Chicken Press? What are some of the, I guess, pressing issues that you guys that are kind of on the front burner right now?
The big one right now is, I think something that everyone in the progressive media faces is one of funding. We have a membership program, which we're kind of building a small donations membership program, and that's helped fund what we do. But look, we're all volunteers at this point. Our writers are, we're volunteer writers. I'm volunteer. I don't get paid for this either. And that's not sustainable over a long period of time. If you want to actually build a progressive media infrastructure, at some point you have to find ways of funding it so you can actually pay people to do this work, right? Now we're new, we're just turned 2, so we've got a ways to go. But looking at a variety of the different options, we're looking at moving into becoming a nonprofit organization so that we can raise some funds through grants and so on. Because what I'd like to be able to do is not only kind of support our writers, right, but also be able to pre-fund them to go out and do some of the research, right, to be able, not just kind of report on stuff and gather documents, although we've been pretty good about doing that, but to actually go to these places, right, sit down with folks in these communities and talk to them about what's going on and see what's happening firsthand on the ground. Mm-hmm. That's number one. And Sean has already started out with a whole series of interviews, and we've been talking about a podcast adding on here, and like I mentioned before, about the internship program.
And one of the things that expanding is our biggest issue. It's even locally the issues. It's like it costs just the time and the money you got to put into driving into Philadelphia. We're driving a couple hours outside of this region to go cover stories. It's even that small stuff that we want to cover. Like right now, there's people picketing down at the Philadelphia airport, and that's a $12, $15 train ride to get from where I'm at in the suburbs to there. So it's even like just to fund those small stuff that we're having a problem with, or even going down to different marches. We have to prioritize. I've had the sense like, well, I don't have the money to go down to this rally, so I have to like save up to go to this one here. Prioritize what is happening, and I know for a couple of our readers, people have asked me, well, how come you haven't been covering this, or how come you didn't go here? We usually see at these things, and it's like it's the money. We don't have a budget, so it's like we have to pick and choose which ones we got to spend the money to go to. So I'm looking forward to trying to get something rolling where we can actually sustain this, going to the smaller stuff around in the Philadelphia region, even around the state.
Sure.